Okay, here we're back with our problem set. Up at the top here, you can see that we have certain sections that we're going to tackle here, okay? So we're going to go through a bunch of these together so you're crystal clear on how they're done, all right? First thing I want to talk about is that we need to make sure that we understand conversions. And so we're going to work on these together so you understand what the conversions are, all right? So over here I see 1 km. And 1 km, which we learned the other day, was a kilometer. And we need to know how many meters that is. And I believe we do, all right? So we talked about 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. Okay, so we write in 1,000 there, and the label is already there for us, okay? Now, lowercase letters are how you, your abbreviations here, okay? So 4 kilometers. So 4 kilometers, how many meters is that? If I know 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, I know that 4 kilometers would be, that's right, 4,000 meters, so 4,000 meters, okay? All right, 7 kilometers. All right, that would be 7,000 meters. All right, and look at this. This is done in the opposite way. This is done in a reverse. So I have 18,000 meters. All right, any guesses on how many kilometers that would be? All right, well, if you guessed 18 kilometers, you would be right, okay? Because 18 kilometers would be 18,000 meters, okay? So for every 1 kilometer, we count 1,000 meters, okay? So moving over here, this is super important to know, all right? So paying attention, trying your hardest, listening, raising your hand to answer questions is all very important things to do right now. So now I have 1 meter, and we discussed what 1 meter is. 1 meter is the width of your door, your classroom door, the length of my little pointer stick. Some classroom teachers, you may have a meter stick right in your classroom. It's about a yard, a little bit longer. So if you remember, what is 1 meter? How many centimeters is 1 meter? If you said 100 centimeters, you'd be correct. So 100 centimeters would be 1 meter long, okay? So 3 meters, how many centimeters? So if 1 meter is 100 centimeters, 3 meters would be 300s. So that's 300 centimeters. Down here, I've got 80 meters. How many centimeters is that? Well, this could be confusing. So what I would say is I'm going to write down the number 80. And I know that for every meter, there's 100 centimeters. So that would be adding 2 zeros to the end of that. So this is 8,000 centimeters. 8,000 widths of your pinky nail, okay? 80 meters would be 8,000 centimeters. So here, I've got 12,000 centimeters, okay? So what I would do here to kind of convert this was say, all right, I need to know that there's 100 centimeters makes 1 meter. So if I come back 2 zeros and just count these 1, 2, 0, that's 120 meters, okay? 120 meters. We talked about the decimal point coming back this way, which we'll get into later on. But all I have to do is just take off those 2 zeros and I end up with 120 meters, okay? I've got 3 kilometers and 312 meters. And how many meters is that together? So if I know that 3 kilometers, there's 1,000 meters for 3 kilometers, so that'd be 3,000. And if I combine 3,000 with 312 meters, it would be 3,312 meters. See how I just changed that? Down here would be something very similar. For every kilometer, it's 1,000 meters. So this is 13,000 plus 27. So 13,000 plus 27. Just like that, okay? Over here is 915 kilometers and 8 meters, okay? So if you have a piece of scrap paper or even your whiteboard here, if I just write this out and I show you that 915,000, so 915 kilometers would be 915,000 meters, okay? See, I just added the zeros to the end. Now, if I just add 8 meters to that, I would add 8 to the ones place here. So it'd be 915,008. Okay? So 915,008. Okay? So over here I see meters and centimeters just all to centimeters. Okay? So I see here I've got 3 meters. So for every meter it's 100 centimeters. So this would be 300 centimeters plus 56 centimeters. All right, so you see how those would combine? This would be 356. Okay, sometimes this helps to write it out so you know what's going on. So down here is 14 meters and 8 centimeters. So 14 meters. So for every meter, it's 100 centimeters. So this would be 1,400 or 1,400. Oops, I'm out of the picture. Figures, there you go. Or 1,400 or 1,400, okay? So if I just add 8 centimeters to that, I'm just putting that 8 right in this little, in the ones place. So that comes out to be 1,408 centimeters, okay? And then down here is 120 meters plus 46 centimeters. So I'm going to, again, write that out. Use your whiteboard for this if it helps you. 120 meters. And for every meter, it's 100 centimeters. So all I have to do is make this 120 hundredths. So this turns out to be 12,000 centimeters. And I'm adding 46 to that. So if I'm adding 46 to that, it's just going in the tens place and the ones place there. So it'd be 12,046. Just like that. Okay? All right. Now, down here, we need to solve these problems, and this is 4 kilometers minus 280 meters. So how am I going to do that? So if I have 4 kilometers, I need to know how many meters that is. So there's a couple different ways I could figure this out. But what I would do is say 4 kilometers, I would convert both of these to meters first, okay? So if I've got 4 kilometers, how many meters would that be? All right, so remember there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer, so this would be 4,000 meters, okay? Now, if I want to subtract that 280 meters from that, I can do that. The really important part of this, kids, is that I have to make sure I'm subtracting the same size unit. I can't subtract 4 kilometers from 280 meters because they're different size units. Okay, we're talking about the width of your door in the meters and the distance from Shaker Road to Scoops. Okay, so you really have to convert these to the kilometers to the smallest unit that's here. So we've got kilometers minus, so 4 kilometers minus 280 meters. I changed this 4 kilometers to 4,000 meters. Now I can do my math, okay? So I could do this on a number line as well, but I'm just going to do it this way. So 0 minus 0 is 0. I'm going to change colors here. 0. Then I've got 0 minus 8 I can't do. Going to borrow from the hundreds. I can't do that either. So I'm going to come over here and take 1 from the thousands, leave 3, make this a 10. Now I can borrow from this 10, cross it out, make it a 9. Then I can make that a 10. So now 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. 3 minus nothing is 3. Okay? And then there is my total. These are my total meters. Now, what I want to do is convert this back to kilometers and meters. So what I can see here is I've got 3,000 meters here. So 3,000 meters would end up being 3 kilometers. And then I would just have the 720 meters just like that. Okay? Hope that makes sense for you, all right? Teachers, if you need to pause here and kind of explain that further, please do. Over here, I've got 1 meter, 15 centimeters minus 34 centimeters. The first thing I need to do here is convert everything to the same unit, okay? So I'm going to take this 1 meter and 15 centimeters and convert all that to centimeters. So if you remember, how many centimeters are in a meter? 100 is correct. So 100, it would be 100 centimeters and 15 centimeters. So this would be 115 centimeters. All right. And then I'm going to subtract 34 centimeters from that. All right. Let me get my different pen out here. Starting off, 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 minus 3 I can't do. Cross this out, leave a 0. 11 minus 3, which I have already, is 8. Looks like I have 81 centimeters, okay? So I don't need to convert that back to meters, centimeters, because I don't have enough even to get to 1 meter. See, that's just 81 centimeters. So this is equal to just 81 centimeters, just like that. All right. Down here, okay, it says express your answer in the smaller unit. So we're not going to change this back. We're going to just express our answer in the smaller unit. So I'm looking here, I've got 1 kilometer, 431 meters, plus 13 kilometers and 169 meters, okay? So many different ways I could do this, but it wants me to express it in a smaller unit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to convert them all to smaller units. This is 1,000 meters, 431 meters. So this is 1,431 meters plus 13 kilometers, 169 meters. So that'd be 13,169 meters. So I have to express this, show it in the smaller unit. So 1 plus 9 is 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 6 is 10, carry the 1. 1 and 4 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 1 plus 13 is 14. So that comes out to be 14,600 meters, okay? Which is 14 kilometers, 600 meters, but we're just going to express it as the smaller unit all the way across, okay? Here, I've got to express your answer in the smaller unit. 231 meters, and this one is 31 centimeters. 14 meters, 48 centimeters, and I'm subtracting those. So I'm going to convert these all to centimeters, okay? So 231 meters, how many centimeters would that be? Okay, so if I get my piece of paper out here and I go, all right, well, I know there's 100 centimeters for every meter, so 231, okay? So you see that? That is 23,100. And then I just got to tack on that 31 right here, all right? So I'm going to do that. It's going to be 23,131. Pretty cool, huh? All right. And then 14 meters. So 14 meters converted to centimeters would be 1,400. Then I tack on this 48, which goes right in those two areas, right? Those two zeros. So it'd be 1,448. So 1,448. And then I subtract. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 minus 8. Can't do it. Cross out the 3. Leave a 2. Make this an 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. 2 minus 4. Can't do it. Cross out the 1. Leave a 0. 12 minus 4 is 8. 0 minus 4. Can't do it. Cross out 3. Leave a 2. 10 minus 4 I can do. 2 minus 1 I can do. 2 minus nothing is 2. So it looks like we've got 21,683 centimeters, okay? And again, I leave it as the smaller unit. Leave it there, all right? And then down here, I've got 67 kilometers. Okay, so this way, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna express it as a smaller unit. We're gonna express this as larger and smaller units. So 67 kilometers, 230 meters, plus 11 kilometers, 879 meters. So I'll show you how that's done. So I'm going to write this down, 67 kilometers, 230 meters. And I'm going to write this directly underneath it, 11 kilometers, 879 meters, okay? So I'm going to add these up, okay? And show you what that looks like. So 0 plus 9 is 9. 3 plus 7 is 10. 2 plus 8 is 10 plus 1 is 11. Now notice I didn't carry over this 7 because we're dealing with two different units. These are meters, this is kilometers, okay? So right now I've got 1,109 meters down here. Over here, let's just deal with the kilometers, okay? Let's add those up. 7 plus 1 is 8. 6 plus 1 is 7 kilometers. Now I've got 78 kilometers, 1,109 meters. I notice this here, I can get another kilometer out of. I can get my 1,000 meters, and then I'm left with 109 meters, right? So I can take this and make 1 kilometer. Just kind of add it onto that guy. See how that works? So over here, I'm going to say, all right, this equals 79 kilometers and 109 meters. Okay, does that make sense? Sorry, I kind of should be all in one line, but I'm kind of running out of room there, okay? Okay, and the last one here, I've got 67 kilometers and 230 meters minus 11 kilometers, 879 meters, okay? So what I need to do is show how I'm going to subtract this. Okay, so how is this gonna work? All right, so this one's a really tough one. 67, not really tough. This one is a challenging one. I like challenges. Okay, and then 11 kilometers, 879 meters, okay? So I gotta subtract all of these, okay? Now right off the bat, I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I see here that 230 meters minus 879 meters, that's not gonna work. The larger number's on the bottom. So what I need to do is do something fancy here, okay? What I need to do is come over here. I need to steal one of these kilometers, okay? Now, if I steal one of these kilometers and make this 66 kilometers, now I've got 1,000 meters, okay? I can bring that 1,000 over and make this 1,230 meters, all right? Because there's 1,000 meters in 1 kilometer. So then I got 0 minus 9, I can't do. Cross out the 3, leave a 2, make this a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 2 minus 7, I can't do, okay? Cross out the 2, make it a 1. 12 minus 7, I can do, that's 5. And then 11 minus 8 is 3. So I end up with 351. Now over here, remember, this isn't 67 anymore. It's 66. So 6 minus 1 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. So this comes out to be like this. 55 kilometers, 351 meters, okay? And there's time teachers. You can do the back. All right, you can model with the kids on your overhead projectors using tape models and tape diagrams and simplifying and things like that. So there's a lot going on here, but I really wanted to make sure I got through this front page with you guys today to make sure that we understood that how to convert kilometers to meters, meters to kilometers, and how these measurements relate to one another. We're going to be practicing these a lot more, so come prepared every day. Keep your brain set. I promise you'll get it. You just got to keep working and keep trying your best, all right? Thanks a lot, boys and girls. See you tomorrow.